All right, here we are with Gregg Vaughan. Gregg's over at CAU, so thanks for joining the program, The Common Interest. Welcome.
Good to be here.
Great to have you. So, Gregg, why don't you tell everyone what you do at CAU?
I'm an executive adjuster at CAU. I've been at CAU for 17 years. I've been in the industry for about 30 years. I do at CAU do D&O, GL claims.
Okay. You work throughout the country?
Well, we work in a couple of different states on the West Coast, East Coast.
Okay.
So you're one of those people that's kind of seen it all in the industry
Seen
with
it all,
claims,
done it all, yes.
crazy facts, crazy
Yes.
situations, right?
Yes.
Crazy
Trying
people.
to get people to get things resolved. People don't want to resolve things. I have an offer out to somebody for $750.
Right.
They're squeezing us because they want $800.
Right,
Oh.
right.
They won't take the $750.
So we have really important questions, right? So first important question is what happens in Vegas stay in Vegas or are you open book?
Stays in Vegas.
Stays in Vegas. Wrong answer. It's open book, right? Always an open book.
Sometimes.
Right, awesome. So what do you like about the show?
This whole session, I've been about 5 or 6 of these, and I like the new concepts that you learn. There's always something new going on in litigation that maybe you didn't know about, so learning the new trends that are out there, and then meeting counsel and beginning relationships. So
That's great.
So is there anything that you're specifically focused on in the conference that you like that you can give as a piece of advice maybe to our listeners out here?
litigation strategies, and make sure you have an open door with your general counsel so that if there are any instances or any thought of a claim should come up and you have a question on, you should always go to your general counsel first and get advice from them, and they could instruct you how to move forward.
That's good advice. I think that's what we try to preach to our clients in the industry is make sure you're talking with counsel. Make sure that counsel knows kind of what you're doing. And Gregg's great at that, dealing with our clients and making sure that everyone's on the same page.
Yes.
Both
That
with the
is
carrier, and also with attorney and association and board.
Key.
So, any stories, any good case stories that you want to share with us?
Nothing comes to mind. They're all pretty much have been pretty relatively quiet as of lately. I haven't had any catastrophes or anything like that.
Let me ask you this. How did you get into this community association claims handling world?
It was actually with Chubb. I started working with D&O and the community associations with Chubb many years ago, and I still have some of those relationships with Kevin Davis through the Ian Graham program. So it's seeing how it's all come full circle has been very, very interesting. But I find this extremely interesting as a D&O because it's more so trying to find a better way of doing something. It's not all about money all the time. It's about trying to find the most effective way to resolve some type of dispute between unit owners and other unit owners, but it's not always about money.
Right, as you know exactly. With D&O, sometimes it's either personalities or miscommunication.
Right.
And sometimes when we step in as independent party, we can settle things a lot faster, right? Yeah.
And the quicker that you do that,
Yeah.
rather than let it drag on.
Yeah, that's great.
I think taking the emotion out of the case
Yes.
is very key because people can get entrenched in their positions.
Yes.
And that's why you just got to have an even keel right throughout the case. Even if you don't like someone on the other side, perhaps, you got to figure out the right strategy and kind of leave that to the side.
I think one of the lawyers was saying yesterday during his first committee association board meeting, it was about an election, and the two sides, were all there waiting for the vote. And when they announced the one guy, he won by 3 votes. The other side, quickly just jumped up and they got into a fist fight. Now these are 40-year-old men, you know what I mean, fighting over an election.
Yeah.
And this happens all the time.
Yep, sounds like the best of the best stories that we have in the association space.
Exactly.
That's great. All right, so let's end it on a Vegas question. You got a favorite hotel out here?
I like the Bellagio.
Okay, how come?
It's always happening. There's always something going on there, something to see, or a sight to see. So.
Cool fountains.
Yes, and cool fountains.
Cool fountains. All right, Gregg, well, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Greg.
No problem.